Hello, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I am your hostess, and I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm going to be doing the download today. And so I'm about to send out the links to everybody who have followed the directions below the video because they want to get this directly to their phone. So if this is you, you're about to get this right now. If you want to be added to getting the link directly to your phone, just follow the directions below the video. I'd love to add you to the list. So let me just finish sending these out. I want to thank you for being with me. If you're new, welcome to the family, to the tribe. If you're returning, I'm so thankful and grateful to have you back. And you want to be tuned in, tapped in, turned on with this channel. If you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on, that means that you have subscribed, you got the notifications, and you gave this video a thumbs up. Why is that important? Because doing so is going to align you with the energy of having your guidance come through. What you need to hear will show up here. So, give me just a moment. I really need to go through and redo these lists, and I'll get to that. But in the meantime, we're just going to make sure that everybody who has requested it has gotten it. So it appears that I'm done with that. Today, if you want to get your personal mini reading, look below the video. The guidance is there on how to make that happen. And remember that you always have responsibility for all of your actions. It's all up to you, whatever you choose to do. So make your decisions responsibly. And as far as the messages go, if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. That's fine. But if you've been brought to this reading, there is a reason for it, and it's very timeless in its nature. And so you could have been brought to this reading at any point in time. And whenever you find it, there's something here for you. So I look forward to reading your comments, and I'm just about finished here. And of course, I forgot that I completely knocked over my deck of the words of clarity. So I'm just going to pick those up right quick so we could get started. So now they're going to be facing every which way. So something fell out. And now I hear chaos. I hear the word chaos. Something fell out and there was some chaos. This is new information. This is through an experience. This is totally channeled for you if this is you. Whatever was organized, whatever seemed to be aligned, there's a recognition that this is not aligned. So this could have been with an organization, a job, or an individual in your life experience where you really thought it was aligned, but the more and more you look at it, now you're realizing like there's not an alignment. There's a little bit of cleanup work to do here now as a result of that realization. So that is totally in the channel messages for today. So now that I've got all the cards up, let's just go. Thank you for guiding us with the words of clarity. What is the word of clarity for love today, please? What is the word of clarity for love today? Okay, we have intuition. What is the word of clarity for peace today, please? Materialized. What is the word of clarity today for happiness? Shine, love. Okay. Shine in happiness. Love it. Okay. These words are looking fantastic. Loving it. Yes. The bottom of the deck. What do we have here? Union. Okay. Perfect. So, connection happening, union happening. This is not just any union, though. This is one that allows your happiness to shine. Peace is materialized. Intuitively, you know that this is for you. There is a lot of power in this connection. Let's see what flash card we have coming out for today. Look, really, on the first flip, you have the pie. The pie today says, eat to your heart's delight. Enjoy the pie of your life. Enjoy. The bottom of the deck we have is the glove with the ball in the center. So you caught something. You got the point. There's something in the palm of your hand, and it is something delectable, delicious, something you always wanted. Pie is deliciousness. This is a chance to enjoy, a chance to appreciate, a chance to take the sweetness, the goodness, the deliciousness, and run with it. Yes, yes. So let's see what is the overall guidance for us today with the words of clarity deck, please. All right. Joy. Stay in your joy. Do not allow anything to compromise your joy. There's partnership here. There's 3 people. 2 are already connected in hands. The third is connected in hands, but they're coming into form with the way the light is there. It's like the third one is coming into form. So that's interesting for somebody then. That's very interesting for me. Okay, bottom of the deck is believe. What do you believe? What do you believe? Do you believe that you can make it through some, you made it through some challenges, some obstacles? Do you believe that these connections are real for you? Do you believe that they exist for you? Let's go ahead and get some tarot cards on this and see what is coming through for our general experience today, please and thank you. What do we have today? What is the experience of the day for us at this time? All right, we're starting with my handmade tarot deck. I've gone some in my palm. I said to give it 3 on the table, so let's do it. It's been a while since I've showed you the table, but today was that day. Today you get to see all the cards, focusing on the messages, listening to what you hear. Okay. What do we have as guidance? What is the experience? What is the situation? Okay, we have the King of Cups flipped over in my palm. So our first card out is the King of Cups. Okay, and they said the bottom of the deck is the Strength card. Bottom of the deck, Strength card. So King of Cups and Strength card. Strength card. Been through some challenges, been through some difficulties, been through some hard times, and now you've found your strength. With the Strength card, you've overcome some toxicity, you've overcome some codependency, you've overcome some abandonment issues, and you're not going to allow yourself to fall back into those old routines. Anything or anyone that comes around you in a codependent nature just will not be allowed to, they'll only be allowed to go so far in your experience because it's no longer vibrationally resonant with you at this point. And no longer resonates with you vibrationally. And so it cannot sustain in your field. And so what'll happen is experiences, chaotic experiences that highlight the difference, the dissonance between your energy and their energy. And you're choosing joy at this time. They're saying choose your joy. Life is getting really delicious. You just barely got the first slice of pie. There's a lot more slices left in this pie for you. Stay in your emotional mastery. So from the Gilded Tarot, clarify this King of Cups, please. Why is this King of Cups here as a situation? King of Cups for somebody is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy that you're uniting with at this time. And intuitively, you know that this is a beautiful connection for you. It's meant to be. The bottom of the deck, oh, snap, is the King of Cups, folks. The bottom of the clarifying deck is the King of Cups. So we have double King of Cups energy here already. Let's see what else. Oh, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is saying to me, emotional mastery calls for letting go, releasing. It is an ending there with the Wheel of Fortune, ending a karmic connection, ending a cycle to something that is not meant to move forward with you. Ending the illusion. I heard ending the illusion for somebody. I don't feel like you're the one who is holding an illusion. Somebody is holding on to illusion that there is something there, but you're in this place of mastery. You're in this place of it's time to close this cycle down. Yeah. You're in the energy of it's time to close this cycle down. So it looks like you're making an important decision where you're going to be letting somebody know in one way, shape, or form or another that, this is not for me. I think some of you have already let somebody know that it's not for you. maybe they didn't quite get that understanding when you said it, and they kept coming forward, and they've forgotten now completely that you said, this is not for me. This is not part of my path. And some of you didn't say that out loud, but you definitely felt it. And so some of you will now say out loud what you had been feeling. So what else do we have? We have Temperance with the Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're ending this situation because you know what's for you and you know what's not for you. And you're choosing to go on, you know what, it's now divine timing for you to go on, have some new experiences, new adventures. You got to keep your energy open and light so you can move forward. The fact that we said you got to keep your energy open and light is an indicative of the fact that maybe the other party has some heavier energies that are not moving forward with you, right? Cross current energies, not conducive for manifestation, not conducive for partnership for you for an extended period, not part of your journey forward. It's just not. Like, you're a great person and all. We're not knocking you, right? This is how you feel about it. I'm not knocking you. Like, you're an amazing person. I appreciate you. However, and just because I appreciate you does not mean that this is meant for me to take forward with me in the way that somebody else sees. Now, here's the challenge, is that because you're in this space, so others are drawn to your light. They're drawn like a moth to a flame to your light. You've got this powerful energy that you hold on to. And the fact that you hold it and sustain it is very delectable to others who don't know how to do that. And so here there's the energy of somebody who is looking at you saying, oh, that's my light right there. That's my light. That's my happiness. That's my joy. And you're saying to yourself, no, joy is self-contained. It's done within. I don't want to be your joy. I don't want to be your light. I don't want to be your happiness. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for my happiness, for my light. And guess what? That's what you're here for too. You're supposed to do your light, your happiness. Yes, it's not something that you were looking to do, to be somebody else's everything. You're not trying to be somebody else's everything. You know that ultimately each one needs to be their everything. Otherwise, it's never going to be anything but another codependent cycle. And you have zero interest in building another codependent cycle. Zero. It doesn't entertain you. It does not delight you. You don't want to be anybody's everything. You've learned to sustain your light, and that's what's exciting and sexy and attractive to you, is somebody else who sustains their light. Somebody else who knows how to temper themselves regardless of what's going on in the experience around. Somebody else who has a sense of emotional maturity in their own power, in their own hand, rather than giving it out to others. So on the other side, we have the Six of Swords and Judgment, which is saying, yeah, this is your intuition telling you, yeah, it's time to shut that down completely, right? You might have looked at it, you might have tried, you said what you said, but then, you still might have interacted, right? But Judgment, shutting it down. There's no more. It's over. This is it. Because somewhere there's a lack of acceptance of what is and where your stance is. And so the only way for you to make your stance perfectly clear is to let it go. Judgment is a rebirth card, and judgment is judgment being issued. Like, you're going to be judged for who you are, for how you do, for how you act. Somebody is being judged by an external person. Somebody is judging their self. Somebody is judging you. And I feel overall, you're judging yourself. You're saying, if I sustain this energy, if I keep this going, it's going to restrict me and block me from moving forward with my purpose, because it's a contradictory energy. Whoever this external source is that we're talking about, they're not in the same high vibration as you. And that doesn't make them any worse or better of a human. It just means they're not in the same place as you, and therefore they can only travel so far down this road with you. So I see you're using wise judgment to move on with the Six of Swords here in the Judgment. I see you're exercising your wisdom and your judgment to move forward, move on, let it go now. As a matter of fact, you don't want to play with somebody's feelings. You don't want to play with their heart. You're not trying to make it seem like you were leading someone on, right? Because it was never in your plan to lead anyone on. You were just there for a good time, having a celebration, good food, good people, good company, all that. But somebody else is taking it to another place. Somebody else is taking it to another energy. They're taking it to a whole nother level, a place that you were never taking it. You were never taking it there. That's not what you were doing. It was not what you wanted it to be. And it's not the way you were planning to move forward with this. But since they can't understand that, what choice do you have but to let it off and let it go? It's time for you to move forward for yourself in the most powerful way. Yeah. I want to say hello to Diddy. Welcome to the show, boo. First commenter of the day. Sherry Wyatt. So thankful and grateful you could be here. Yay. All right, let's see what else we have going on. The Four of Wands and the Hermit. Where do you want this? Over here? Okay. So, Four of Wands and the Hermit. Your spirit is calling you. You've been initiated into doing something different. With the Hermit and the Four of Wands, you're following your guidance system. It's that simple. You're following your intuitive guidance system. Your intuition is telling you, I got to go this direction. This is where everything can be built stably. And it's not with this King of Cups energy. It's not for somebody, it's not with this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, masculine energy. For somebody, it's not with this Sagittarius energy. Excuse me. For somebody, it's just not with this codependent person. I don't have any cards of codependency here, but that's what they're giving me. There is a person who has codependency issues. They do things to try to feel important, to try to feel needed and worthy. And as a matter of fact, it's a control measure. Okay, what else do we have? The Two of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, somebody's making a decision after some thought was given to it. Somebody's making a decision to keep on going because they know that you're about to get to the end. It's like you're at the end of a cycle. Excuse me. Thank you. You're at the end of a cycle and you know that there is relief in sight. So you're making very certain to keep your load light, not taking on the burdens of other people. As a matter of fact, when you bump into people who are burdened by other people, in other words, there's somebody in the environment who accepts other people's burdens all the time. It's a big turnoff to you, a huge turnoff to you, because this is exactly a contradictory energy to what you do and what you've been building yourself to be and how you've been learning to express yourself naturally and sustain yourself and work for you and choose you. So when you have somebody in your environment who's not choosing themselves, but they're choosing everyone else to try to compensate for a lack of choosing their self, and it's not going to work, that's a turnoff. It's very repellent for you. And you're also not attracted to somebody trying to control you this way. Even if they don't know, that this is an emotional control tactic. Let me come in and let me be your everything so that without me, you just can't be, is the whole mentality. And you're like, yeah, no, I'm good on that. I've already been down that road. I've already had this partnership. I've already had this experience, not choosing it again. I'm straight. Yep, there it is. Ten of Swords and Justice. See? I told you so. You're letting it go. You're shutting it out, turning it off, shutting it down. Justice. This is an ending and ending. It's completely ending energy. Is not moving forward. It's over. I need to choose my own balance. This situation is not balanced because I heard you're trying to draw from my energy. And I heard you can see when other people are trying to take your energy, but you don't see how you try to take other people's energy. You ain't seen yourself that clearly, but you can see when others do it to you, is what I heard. And I don't think we're talking about you so much. I think we're talking about one that you're having an experience with, or maybe it is you, if you're the one who watching this and you resonate with it. Hey, take it as it resonates. There's guidance in this for us, for all of us. Like, spirit is very specific with what cards are where and how they come out and in which order they come out. So closing down the situations because your wiser judgment says it's time to move on. You've been through enough. You've been through this cycle. You repeated this cycle enough times in your life. You're not choosing that anymore. You're making a different choice. The different choice is about moving on, moving forward towards your joy. Yes, because you finally found that you are the source of bliss in your life. You are light unto yourself. You're not looking to an external source to bring in light. Hey, if you could shine alongside me and we can shine together, now we have a recipe for success. But if that's not the case, like, I'm not going to be your light. I'm not going to even allow you to cling to me for that purpose. And when you get the feeling that that's where this is leading, you shut it down. You shut it off. Final decision. Is that your final answer? Yes, that's my final answer. Oh my God, I watched Slumdog Millionaire the other night. It was such a beautiful reminder. Excuse me. Salud. Gracias. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, another justice, double justice energy with the Ace of Swords. I told you. I told you so. The truth is, it's over, honey. The truth is, it's over. Shutting it down, the end. It's really, really over. It's really over. And it's like the law steps in, the spiritual law, man's law, somehow the law steps in and it's over. I hear you've had enough of experiences where chaos gets introduced due to trying to sustain cross-current vibrations and energies in your life, so that now you understand what you're beginning to see through this experience with the one you're looking at. You can see how this is going in that same direction of creating chaos because of dysfunction, because of a lack of alignment, because of a dissonance. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Excuse me. All of a sudden, like, my nose is going off, y'all. And I am not going to slurp that shit back. It's coming out. And hey, and that's just it. It's coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gonna let it show. I'm coming out. Yeah. I'm coming out. And that's how you feel. Like, I'm coming out. I'm not finna. Ooh, I heard I'm not letting myself get locked down into shit. They want to lock you down. They want, can't nobody hold me down. Oh, no. I got to keep it moving. Can't nobody break my stride. And they would break your stride, and you can sense it. And the reason why you can sense it is because you've had that experience before. In the past, you allowed a situation with one who actually broke your developmental processing. Like, you were doing so good, and then you got entangled with one who you noticed the money slowed, the chaos began, and it just was not going anywhere good. And you're like, I don't want to do this shit. Oh, God. And it took you a while. I hear it took you a while to break that cycle, break out of that connection, let go of that cycle. So now here you are, honoring your truth, letting go, cutting out with that single sword there. You use it skillfully like a surgeon to remove anything that's contradictory to your purpose, to your bliss, to your peace that you've materialized, to what your intuition is showing you. Your intuition is showing you, hey, see this right here? You see these red flags popping up? Let's see, what is this red flags that's popping up? Show me the red flags. Ooh. Here's the biggest red flag right here. I get two things off of this. First off, you feel better on your own. And second off, they're taking their happiness from your overflow. And that's it. So there's a sensing that they are feeding off of your overflow energetically. And with that, that's what you're picking up on. You're like, oh, this person is making me the focal point of their happiness. Okay, look, it's one thing if you got your own happiness and you're sustaining it, but it's another thing to put your heart in somebody else's hand and it's so delicate and say, here, you take care of this. No, nigga, I got to take care of my own. Ooh, we just said it just like that. Yes, just like that. I got my own to take care of. And right now, that's what I'm busy doing. That's what I'm going to keep doing. That's your job to take care of yours. And your red flag is you feel better when this person leaves your energy field. When this energy is gone, you feel a relief. It begins off good, but all of a sudden, you begin to realize like, oh boy, I gotta go. Now, here's another thing. It's like you're doing so great. You're maintaining so beautifully. And of course, you're attracting those who feed off of that energy because you're sustaining it. You're creating an overabundance of high vibrational positive energy. And those who don't have their own, they're trying to get it from somewhere. And they're trying to get it from you. Is what it looks like to me. And so red flags is also, you feel like I can't choose you. I got to choose me. Just be choosing your own self. Some of y'all going to stop hanging out. You're going to stop spending time with whoever this is because you just don't feel aligned so much around them. There's different experiences that are coming up to show you. So what happens when a high vibration and a low vibration are interacting and trying to sustain one another? Chaos ensues. So you ain't never had a ticket in your life for the longest time. Well, okay, so you had tickets a long time ago. For the longest time, they said. So a long time ago, you might have had tickets, right? Now all of a sudden you got a ticket. You ain't been around a fight in so long, and now all of a sudden you're around a fight. And you're noticing that it's while you're entertaining a specific energy. And that doesn't mean anything bad on that person. It just means that their frequency is not productive. It's counterproductive to your frequency. So you're safeguarding that. And you just know you have to choose this. Okay. What else? Red flags. The devil and the Ten of Cups. I told you. This is a repeat message. The devil and the Ten of Cups. I just feel so much better when I'm around you. I love being around you. I love your energy. Yeah, that's all good. But you know what? When you're bringing a lower vibration to this situation, I don't want to be around your energy. And you can sense the codependency coming up. You can see that. As a matter of fact, some of you feel one's trying to draw you into their circle, into their life, trying to solidify this connection with you, and you're pulling back. You're pulling all the way back in this. This is not necessarily romantic. This could be a friend of yours. This could be a coworker of yours. It's a person, though. It's definitely a person. And you're asking yourself, is this something I really want to start? And the decision is, no, I got to end this. Why? Because I've done enough to get myself in this powerful energy, in this beautiful headspace. And I got to keep choosing this. I got to keep choosing I got to keep choosing the new energy, not going into my same old cycles. I learned enough from the same old cycles. I'm not choosing them anymore. I'm moving away from them, and I'm moving into what I deserve. I'm moving into a rebirth in my life, choosing the new energy. What else do we have? We have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So this is somebody who emotionally erratic, somebody who's emotionally erratic. When we have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups together, excuse me, emotionally erratic, red flag. They allow their emotions to be decided by the external forces. You're not like that. You used to be, but you're not anymore. So that's a big turnoff to you. So somebody says some stupid shit. You keep on going. You don't have to turn it into an hour-long display or a 2-hour-long display, right? You just keep going. You realize that what they feel, what they say has more to do with them than it has to do with you. So you don't take that shit personally no more. So somebody's realizing like, okay, you know what? I see this now. I can see it more clearly for what it is. I can see the energy of this situation. This person is in a different place of self-realization. And, you know, our hope is that they continue to self-realize and understand how they're putting their heart in somebody else's pocket and expecting that that person take care of it the way they themselves actually have the ability to take care of their heart. And you can see, you can sense, excuse me, the negativity coming. You can sense that there's control issues here with this devil card. Somebody has a very controlling nature. They may do it through kind acts and such. Is still very controlling, and it's made you uncomfortable. Your intuition is showing you what you needed to see clearly to help you make these decisions, because you made a new choice recently to give yourself a break and choose you and allow your energy to grow and expand in this powerful place that you found of realizing like, dude, I'm more responsible for my joy. If life is a pie, that's because I shine in my happiness. And intuitively, I know what love is. And I know that love, I heard love is everything, right? But if it's not coming in the highest in the pure essence, right? If it's not coming in the pure essence, it's not going to sustain. Somebody knows that they've got to choose themselves in love, because you found your peace. You found peace within yourself. So it's the energy of safeguarding your peace and be very vigilant to maintain that. Staying vigilant to uphold your peace, regardless of anybody else and their response and their feelings about it. Like, okay, this is my life. That's your life. You're going to have to figure out what you're going to do. But I know what I need to do is maintain the peace that I've materialized and keep choosing my joy. That's what you know. Okay. So let me get a Moonology card just to show something about the cycle that you're in right now. And then I'm going to check my phone and see if we have many readings to do today. If not, then we'll be complete. Ooh. Oh my God, these fucking allergies are interesting as hell. You're allergic to this shit. Ooh, that's it right there. They came on when this reading started. See, adjustments are required. A time for healing is at the bottom of the deck. Balsamic Moon. You're in this phase of choosing healing for yourself. Like I said, you're choosing you and you're defending your peace no matter what or who is involved. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Something is off here and you're feeling the draw to make the changes. You're not going to just sustain this shit like you used to before. You're not going to do that. You will not be just sustaining this anymore. You learned that you have no power in another's experience other than to just be yourself, and that your greatest power is in maintaining that highest vibration. So anytime anything comes up to create dissonance from that, and you see that cross current energy, you remember what you've learned and what you believe. You've been out there hanging off the ledge before, and it showed you, and now you know that that's not a place you want to be anymore. Okay, let me get a one final closing message from the Manifest Soulmate Oracle cards to close this. What is the message for all of my viewers? Thank you. What guidance do you have for all of my viewers? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What guidance do you have for all of my viewers? Thank you. So thankful and grateful. Who did you share this message with today? Oh, I have two. I didn't realize that. There were two that fell. Okay. And where does the power come from? It comes from within. And there's a dragon there. So I watched a video. It was called Draconians Know Thy Enemy, I believe was the name of it. It's on YouTube. You can Google it if you're interested in learning more about draconians. So draconians have no attachment to the light of their own. They don't. So they want to feed off of yours. But it is possible for draconian energy to reconnect to the light and have their own light. And when they do, they become fiercely loyal, protective, and powerful beings. And so that's where you're at. At one point, you did not have your own light, but you found that the power comes from within. You reconnected to source energy. You've got your own light. You're sustaining that now. What else do we have? Life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it you can. Yes, I told you, you're choosing joy. You're choosing bliss. You're choosing your own happiness. That's what you're doing. You're creating a beautiful, colorful life for yourself. And so go ahead and sustain that energy. It's a beautiful thing. Checking my, 13G says something. Said Puppy Masters. Interesting comment. Checking my phone. I see we have a $10 donation from Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Let me see what this text is. Ask your spirit. And just from literally now from drive. I'm not understanding your question, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to post, We're going to pull a message for you and see what comes out. I'm hearing to use the Light Seers Tarot. So we'll use the Light Seers Tarot for you, Sherry, my dear. Okay, and I was just told to clear the energy of these messages from the general today. Was this your general message? Does it apply to you? What's happening in your experience? How was this message of service to you? How was it exactly what you needed for today? Put some in the comments. Let us know. Even if you're on the replay and it's no longer live, let us know. We'll be interested to hear how this energy is in flow in your nuances, in your details, in the zoomed in experience that you're having, right? Because we talk from the zoomed out perspective. We talk about the larger perspective and the bigger picture. And then you all intuitively, with your own intuition, get the hits on how it applies to your personal experience. So they said I can leave the words of clarity there. And we can leave that one there too. So let's see what are the messages for Sherry at this time. What guidance do you have for Sherry at this time? Lesser God channeling Sherry's angels, ancestors, and guides. What are the perfect messages that we should speak to Sherry at this time? Wow. Okay. Apparently we have your messages, Sherry, because those cards just flew. You saw it. I'm glad you did, because it was right here on camera. I'm glad that I have the camera on the cards today, just so that could have happened in your view. Hold on. I got to drag these cards over here. I got to use my feet. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me blow my nose again. Woo, Lord, these allergies. Thank you, thank you, thank you, body, for doing everything to release what needs to be released. Thank you. In the most easy way possible. Yes, okay. So we have that fell on the floor, the Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Okay. Expecting an ending, expecting the ending of an idea, a thought, a belief, expecting the end of a cycle, expecting something to be different. And I heard on one side of the table and on the other side of the table. What do we have here? On one side of the table, we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. And on the other side of the table for you, Sherry, we have the Death card and the Seven of Pentacles. So, let's see. What do we have for Sherry about this? Hold on. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot at the bottom of the deck saying you're on your path, you're moving forward, you're in your power, you made some powerful choices for yourself, and you've been expecting things to change. You've been expecting things to change. This says there is change here. There's growth. However, with the Seven of Pentacles, there's a waiting. They're still waiting. Waiting on the world to change. King of Pentacles, what you get is out of this situation, as it changes, what you're getting is more in tune with your spirit. You're getting downloads. You could be using a crystal or a focal point to channel messages, to channel the light messages, to get the downloads. You're seeing something in your physical world. It could be an animal, an item, a crystal, a drawing, anything at all in your physical world. And when you looking at this, you're seeing the love of the universe, you're channeling messages, you're receiving messages. The messages are telling you that something is going to end. On the other side, you're waiting for a change to happen. Yes, there has been some change because the Death and Rebirth card is here, but what you're waiting for is still in creation, is the way I'm seeing it. It's still in creation. It's not all the way complete yet. So the Seven of Pentacles is somebody's got to do the work on their own. What is the work? The work is dealing with their own psyche, their own mentality, their own issues. Like, they got to look at themselves for real, and see what energy they're bringing to the table. Because, like we just talked about in the general, if it's not of a certain vibration that is beautiful to sustain, you're not going to stick with it. It's just not. If it's bringing in chaos and conflict into your experience, when you entertain this energy, your spirit is going to show you which way to go. This person is focused forward. These two, the energy of the situation is drawing you to choose you. I feel like this is you over here. And all this energy is going over here. This energy, all focused over here. And there you are, receiving, knowing, channeling. You can see what's coming. You can see something coming down the road. You get the feel of what's on its way into your experience through this situation. And something about 3 is ending. And you're waiting on that. I feel like there's a waiting with that, a waiting energy, waiting on the third to arrive. And there's the energy of watching somebody walk away. There's a healing that's happening in this. There is a strong healing and some growth that's happening. I hear in the walking away, there's a growth that happens. I hear that. So I hope and I trust that Spirit serves you, and that whatever guidance you are looking for comes through here. And I'm going to just check my phone and see if we have anything else for today. Okay. So it appears that we're complete. And with all that being said and done, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. Until next time, I'm sending you so much love. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Laters.